Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It feels like I've been gone forever since my last video. I've dyed my hair lighter for the summer and I also got some pretty bad tan lines. Anyways, today's video will be a full face glam makeup tutorial using some of the new ILUVSARAHII and Dose of Colors collection. So if you want to know how I got this look, then please keep watching. If you are recreating this look, I would definitely start out with the eyes because some of the glittery shades have a bit of fallout, which is not a big deal. But any fallout is easier to clean up if you haven't done the rest of your face yet. I primed my eyes with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and I set it with a NYC Loose Translucent Powder. I took these two shades from the JaclynHillxMorphe Palette and applied them in my crease as my transition shades. I then grabbed the ILUVSARAHII and Dose of Colors Eyeshadow Palette, which I was so excited for. If I'm being honest, I literally only bought the palette because of that blue. That blue literally blew me away, no pun intended, but I just knew I had to grab it. I first dug into the shade Loungy and I applied this shade over my crease as well. And let me just tell you guys that every single color in this palette blends beautifully. I've now tried all of them and I've not had a problem with any of them. On a more defined brush, I took the shade Wanderlust and I started blending from the outside V of my eye into the inside. I kept this color on the lower part of my crease. Then I took the black shade called Finders Keepers and I started applying it on the outer V of my eye, and I only brought it into about the center of my eye. This shade is so interesting. I was expecting it to be glittery, but it actually turned out to be a matte black, which is weird because it definitely has glitter in the pan. So I was using a dry brush. Maybe if I wet it, you will be able to see more of that glitter. I'm not sure, but I'll let you guys know when I find out. It was still beautiful though, and it blended really nicely. I then sprayed some Fix Plus on my brush and started applying my favorite shade in the palette. And this shade is called Palma. Honestly, I was pretty scared at first because it was not applying with the pigmentation that I expected. But then, then I used my finger and that's where everything changed. It was definitely highly pigmented and my favorite shade did not disappoint. As you guys can see, I applied it from the middle of my eye onto the inner corner of my eye. Then I went ahead and started out my face. I used the Dr. Brandt Pores No More primer to minimize the appearance of my pores. I had a sample of the TooFaced Hangover primer, so I decided to give it a shot. Why not? I did love the way that it made my skin feel and how smoothly my makeup applied, but unfortunately my face is too oily for this type of primer. I feel like my face got oilier a lot faster than normal. For foundation, I used the Lancome Teint Idole. I hope I'm saying that right. It has been my go-to foundation for the summer. You guys know I love the Armani and the NARS Longwear Radiant one, but they just get too oily for me in the summertime. So I've been loving this one and the Estee Lauder Double Wear. And for concealer, I used the Tarte Shape Tape, of course. And once again, I set it with the NYC Loose Translucent Powder. And I did apply a lot of powder underneath my eyes, but this is just because I still hadn't put eyeshadow on my lower lash line. So if there were to be any fallout, it's just easier to remove when there is excess powder. I set the rest of my face with the Rimmel Stay Matte. To finish up my under eye makeup, I took the shade Loungy one more time and applied it all over my lower lash line. I took the shade Finders Keepers and I applied it closer to my lash line and keeping it from the center towards the outer part of my lash line. Then I took that beautiful blue shade one more time and I applied it in the innermost part of my lash line. Next, I just removed all the excess powder, which had a little bit of the fallout glitter. I applied some KatVonD tattoo eyeliner as close to my lash line as I could. This step helps the false lashes band blend in with my lash line. I then lined my waterline with some black eyeliner and filled in my brows using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. For mascara, I used the Too Faced Better Than Sex and applied my LillyLashes in the style Miami. To contour my face, I used the Anastasia contour kit in light to medium. I used a mixture of the last two shades on my forehead and underneath my cheekbones, and then I grabbed the grayish shade and apply it on my nose. I've been really loving blush lately. I never used to, but now I feel like it makes such a big difference in my makeup. I chose the Estee Lauder Deluxe Compact blushes, and I used the first shade to the left. I grabbed the eyeshadow palette one more time and used the shade Poquito Más to highlight my inner corner and underneath my brow bone. To highlight the rest of my face, I took the NicoleGuerrieroXABH and Anastasia Glow Kit and used the shade Forever Young. For lips, I first took MAC Stripdown liner and then filled in my lips using Honey Love from MAC. That combo right there has been my absolute favorite. It has definitely turned into a staple and I cannot stop wearing it. I then added the gloss from the collection called Brillo. It was love at first swipe. I absolutely love this gloss. It is so good. I think my favorite part about the gloss is that you can literally wear it with any lipstick, so I definitely recommend it. I set my face using the Urban Decay setting spray, and that completes this makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you guys liked the video in the comments below, and make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did. I'll see you all in my next one. God bless. Mwah. Bye.